Well, I lived over here back in the day with my brother. Over here in the front.
What years was that?
60s.
The 60s. Okay, tell us about the 60s. You said it was a skating rink, an ice rink?
The ice rink right here.
It was an ice skating rink. Right. That skating rink, ice skating rink was there. Then we had one up here on, it was on Canfield at Burns, right there at Barber School. It's really where they took, during the summer where you could get showers, you know, where they played in the water, but it was a little thing during the wintertime. They squirted the water there. And so we got out there and made ice skating. We go ice skating right there. And then on Milwaukee, between the Boulevard and what's that, Cass, First, Third, one of them street, it was a the skate ring right there too.
And what else did y'all do?
I played Little League in this park.
Yeah, we did some everything.
Little League.
And see, back then, the projects over here, they was the best ones.
Real
brick,
nice, yeah.
Real brick. They was to me was better.
Right, that was the real brick city.
Right. Because the way they got them now, I'm like, they need to go back to the 60s.
Right, but they keeping the legacy, keeping that Parkside, and their friends of Parkside, and it's still on sacred ground.
They better go up there and fix up that cannon there, because that cannon was the ice. That was the thing for her.
Yeah, we do need a historical site there. After they stole the other one for the Carper.
Right.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they stole it because it was gone for a minute.
Right.
And then what else? Where they swimming at now, I don't like that swimming pool. They need to put the old pool back up there.
I don't know. The old pool is only 5 feet deep.
But
at its deepest part. Ours, the Gardner pool was.
The one right here was only 5 feet?
Yeah. No, the one that was right here. It was only 5 feet.
The Gardner pool?
Yeah, Gardner pool was only 5. That was the deepest, 5 feet.
Yeah, because see where the pool is now, they had one right there. Yeah. And we was able to swim the length of the pool.
Oh yeah, I could do the length of that one underwater.
Well, they about to. We might as well make room and step aside because they about to come with this state of the art stuff with the new Chandler Park.
Right.
So on this ground they about to put some big money here.
Right.
So they're gonna put a football stadium.
Yeah,
I heard.
I've been reading about
that. Baseball. Yeah, they putting all the state of art stuff in here. So maybe the pool will come.
Yeah, they
But you know what they should have left up? The wreck.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have never been torn down.
No, it shouldn't.
For no circumstances.
I learned how to play basketball there. Learned boxing in the basement.
Right.
Who was your trainer?
Teddy Wright.
Yep, Teddy Wright.
Teddy Wright. Yep. They had modern dance for the girls.
Right.
And, that was my sister used to participate.
Now, what years did you live here in Parkside?
From 1964 to 1979.
And you represent the family of
Denard. The Denard family.
All right.
I'm an OG triple OG.
And see when they had the modern dance for the girls, and I said I didn't mess with that. I go there with the guys.
See, speaking of modern dance, one of the girls that used to do it, Sue Edwards, she called me a couple of days ago. She in Texas. She saw my posting on Facebook from the reunion.
Okay.
This past August, and she called me and said, I saw you, and I was like, okay, we talked for about 3 hours.
Right. Now see, when they had all that for the girls, they used to get so mad at me and say, you need to be over here with the girls. You need to step in the house, boys. I'm going over to the box.
Now, what schools did y'all go to?
I went to Kettering, Barbara, Chandler.
Oh, I was here. I went to Hamilton, right down the street.
Right down the street.
I started, my preschool was at the Lutheran Church right here on Dickerson, at Chandler Park Drive.
Right.
I started Hamilton from kindergarten to 3rd grade. Then they started busing, and we went to Marquette. It was the first black kids. Marquette Elementary. We was the first black kids to go there in September of '73.
Oh, wow. Now, you were saying something about Jackie. She was a dance instructor, right?
Yes, she was a dance instructor.
For modern dance, right?
Dance, yeah, I remember that.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I did the boxing.
Did boxing, everything.
I did the boxing over here with my brothers and them.
Chess.
Now, what's the last name of your family you represent?
Borum.
The Bull?
Borum.
Borum? All right. Now, which end did y'all live at?
I lived over at Burns.
On Parkside.
Oh, okay. We was right here at Connors. And right on the end, right there.
By the cannon?
Yeah, right there by the cannon. Because either way, I can look at Warren.
Across from you was on the corner.
And where did you live at?
I'm back here by, Shoemaker and, might as well say Connor and Shoemaker.
Okay.
I'm on the Connor side. You got the Warren side going that way.
Well, see, where my brother lived, I can look out the window to see Warren or Connors either way.
You was on the corner. You was over there by Sonny Jones and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all for y'all Parkside Black Panthers headquarters.
Right across the street from where my father's restaurant at, with all them people over there.
What was the name of your father's restaurant?
Borm's Soul Food.
Oh, wow.
He had two. One was on Mack and the other was right there on Jefferson, right across from Uniroyal.
And so how was it during the 67 riots?
It was a mess.
Talk to her. I was a baby.
You say you was only 3.
I was only 3 and a half.
And you was 12.
About 12, yeah.
So what was the atmosphere like?
I was 13.
So you had a curfew. You had to go in.
I'd been video on that front porch before the street lights came on.
So did y'all go to school at that time, during them times, or how was it?
Well, when the riot broke out? It just happened when that riot broke out.
It lasted how long?
Since it was during the summertime, we was out of school for the summer.
Oh, okay.
We was out of school for the summer. I was at my father's restaurant when it broke out. And it started over there on 12th Street.
Oh, which is Rosa Parks Boulevard now.
It started over there on the west side and came clean to the east side. And they tore up 12th Street and back. Tore all that up and looted everything but the kitchen sink. And when they broke out that riot, by the time my father got to me and my brother, he called. He like, I'm on my way. Shut it down.
Right.
I locked up the front door. The Black Panthers stood in front and said, can't nobody come in, and the people is in coming out.
Dig that. The Black Panthers in Detroit City had a headquarters.
Yep, they had a headquarters down there on Mack.
Wow.
And that's how I met. I was young, but I remember Angela Davis. You know, Angela Davis, her being a part of that. I met a lot of them folks down there.
See, that's how we learn our history, when we open up and start asking. Because nobody's not going to tell our history like we are.
Nope. That's right.
Because they don't tell us this in school or in our textbooks.
And they was making people get off to shut their businesses down, get off the street. And my father and mother had to shut our store and the restaurant on Jefferson down.
So they didn't bother your family store?
No.
Restaurant?
Or the restaurant. They didn't bother that. They told me y'all crazy. The people in that area, like on Mack, I had the Black Panthers, helping us out. They let nobody, they told me y'all can hit everything y'all want, but leave these folks alone.
Wow, that's deep.
Jefferson, police had that covered too. I don't care what you do. Don't bother these people.
See, back then it was like, this was my whole world.
Right.
This park, these projects, it was my whole world. I didn't know nothing else outside of this.
Right. See,
coming up as a little kid.
Right.
So we didn't, like riots or whatever, we didn't taste none of that in here. Right. We didn't know what was going on. We just kids having fun.
Right. I didn't even know we were poor.
That's right. I know I was
we had all the necessities that we needed here in Parkside.
That's
just like the suburbs.
And everything was free. We had summer camp.
We
had summer camps. We went to Edgewater Park.
That's right. Cedar Point.
All on the city.
That's right.
I didn't know what it was to be poor either, because I had to taste all that. Cedar Point, Edgewater Park, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And by the time I got 12, 13, I was taking all my younger brothers and nieces and nephews to all that stuff.
Right. I didn't know we were poor until someone mentioned to me that we were poor.
I didn't know we were poor until we started going to the schools outside.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
and we said, oh, wait a minute.
And somebody like y'all, somebody like, y'all poor like me. Now, nigga, you poor, I ain't poor.
Right. I paid it.
As long as I got shoes on my feet and a roof over my head, I ain't poor.
Participated in everything.
Yeah, we did too.
All right. Well, thank you.
No problem.